Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Facebook, Instagram, good morning. Good morning, everybody. Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, good morning to you guys. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Tell somebody, come on the live. Wellness Coach Ronjeanna is live at 6:30 a.m. It's Friday. It is the end of the work week. So let's get excited. Let's get motivated. Let's get ready to move yet another day in our purpose. All right, here. I'm going to give a few more people time to chime in. If you catch the replay, that is also good as well. There's no problem with that. Come on in the room. Come on in. I am just glad that I have made it to the end of the work week. I'm glad that I took the initiative to fulfill my purpose that God has assigned for me. I don't always do it perfect. However, I am not going to abort the mission and the assignment that I'm supposed to be doing. And sometimes it's not always a big stage or having a microphone. It's something like this, speaking life and encouraging first yourself. Because with wellness, I'm a wellness coach. Conditioning yourself and encouraging yourself, and then shining that light, that beautiful, wonderful light to others. Let them know that it's still hope. Let them know that you do have a purpose. Let them know that you can do anything. So good morning, good morning, good morning. If this is your first time joining my live, welcome, welcome, welcome all over the globe. This is your wellness coach, Ronjeanna Harris. And the purpose of this live is to inspire, uplift, and motivate. I do morning affirmations. And I speak unto myself, and I make sure that they target any issues or anything that would try to hinder me operating fully in my purpose. So that is what I do with these lives that come on 6:30 every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. They are to provide encouragement and also to share my affirmations that I first said to myself, because I, again, believe that you can't go speaking into other people's lives. You can't go encouraging people if you're all broken up on the inside. It's just impossible. So I'm a wellness coach. I am a nurse. I'm also a skincare product creator, natural skincare product creator. And I'm also the owner and founder of Gina's I Feed nonprofit organization. I have a TV show that's on Roku and Amazon Fire that is a health and wellness show through Big Mind Entertainment TV. So if you're watching for the first time, if you want to find me, it's under just Gina Skincare or Gina's I Feed. Those are the two ways you can find me. Today, I'm going to share today my affirmation that I spoke over myself when I got up. It was one of those mornings. And I'm like, yo, I hope I didn't oversleep and miss the live that I'm supposed to be doing, miss my own live. Sometimes that there is something, it's somebody, I don't know if anybody caught that, but missing your own live, missing your own life right before your very eyes. That is something that I don't want to do. I have wasted enough time throughout the years. I want to make sure I fulfill every minute of my purpose, fulfill every minute of my journey in excellence, okay? In excellence. So I got up and at first, I started having a little dialogue with God, just saying, thank you, for waking me up. I want to make sure that my mind is positioned to come on here and speak to everyone and share just a few minutes of the affirmation that I spoke over myself. And like I said, I am unorthodox. I am your unorthodox wellness coach. So what I do, I want everything to serve and purpose, even the affirmations. I don't want to say cute stuff that ain't going to do anything. I don't want to do that because my well-being is at stake when I just do stuff to be doing stuff, if you get my drift. And I don't want to portray that to the viewers and my clients and my customers. I want everything that I do either touch the core of of something that may try to hinder me being at my best. And that's how the affirmations come to me. It speaks life to my purpose, but it also dismantle anything that will try to stop me from fulfilling everything that I'm supposed to do on today. Because again, I always say we're worried about today. We know that yesterday is gone and tomorrow will take care of itself. So we're worried about today. So I am just grateful. It's Friday. Everyone, I don't know how everyone work week has been. Mine's again, I'm just adjusting to this shift, this new shift that I am in. And it's working out pretty good. I was able to do the lives come on at 6:30. I mean, I might have been a little few minutes there getting the technical stuff together and everything, but yet I'm able to come up here, speak life on myself, send some encouragement words out, and move forward with my day. And so far, with me doing these affirmations like I do, and just speaking life and dismantling things that may try to be a hindrance, I have been more productive. I have really been getting a lot more done. So it's very important, if you're not a believer, don't let this deter you. Yes, my businesses are all faith-based. They stand on the principles of God. And I'm not one to shove that down no one's throat, but I am one to not be ashamed of who I am and my standards and my character, because it's all about the kingdom. It's all about helping people. It's all about serving. And even in business, I have the mindset of serving. Good morning, good, great morning. In business, I take the concept of providing solutions, because in nursing, we had to provide a solution. And so I take that concept into business, providing a solution, but also serving. Serving is important. So my services is frontline now, and my products are there as well. But my products is going to move. That's a no-brainer. But the service. So I want to make sure that I'm providing excellent service. Sometimes you have to go back to the drawing board. Sometimes you have to revamp things. Sometimes you have to rebrand. Sometimes you have to shift the dynamics of who you're working with. Because some people, even in business, come in your life, and even in your purpose. If you're someone out in the community, if you're someone that have a business, even though in that instance, some people are just there for a season, even for that, because the dynamics of business change from day to day. The dynamic of the target focus may change for you. So with that being said, you might have to go a different route with your approach of executing everything that you're supposed to be doing in your business. Good morning, everyone. And right now I'm streaming YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. Good morning, good morning, good morning. If you're a business owner on any of these platforms here that I am talking on right now, before the end of this live, I'm going to have you put your business information and your link so people can get in touch with you. I literally do have people watching from all over the globe. A lot of them catch the replay. Some are chime in later. But the affirmation, getting to what I spoke over myself this morning. The first one that I said, and while I was in the mirror, we got to face ourselves. While I was in the mirror, I said that I will take full responsibility for the outcome of my purpose on today. I will take, listen good here. Ronjeanna, and you say this to yourself and you put it in the chat here. I will take full responsibility for the outcome of my purpose on today. At 6:42, we got a whole day to make things great. We got a whole day to be great. We got a whole day to be at our best, whether we're going to work or not. I will take full responsibility of the outcome of my purpose on today. The second one that I said to myself, and that I said because I always, like, again, I said I want to make sure that when I say something, because life and death is in the power of the tongue, and we, as those, because I got to stop saying we, because this don't apply to everybody, but those that are atmosphere shifters, you know, that are like-minded atmosphere shifters, that know that if we can speak something and God can change the dynamics at a snap of a hand, for business, for your purpose, we got to be careful. We got to make sure that we're talking and speaking something that's going to really touch the assignment or the productivity of our morning or our day, according to the will of God. The second thing that I said, and if you see me looking away because I'm looking at both screens and everything, I ain't got six eyes. I do got four eyes, but I still got to turn it this way. I'm comical at heart. Those that don't know me, I'm very comical. And later on, I will tell you why I smile like I do, why I'm so comical. It's a reason behind that. I will share that very soon. But the second affirmation that I spoke, I said that I will not let the scales of life. I wish I had got my scale from upstairs that I weigh my products on. I will not let the scales of life tip me out of my purpose, tip me over that I come out of my purpose. I will not let the scales of life tip me out of my purpose on today. We may wake up heavy, but we should be talking to God. We should be conditioning ourselves that we don't wake up and take heaviness into the duration of our day. We shouldn't wake up and take frustration into the duration of our day, especially if you're someone that provides services, if you're someone that provides mentorship, if you're someone that provide um, coaching. You in business, you're in the face of people, you cannot take the weights throughout the duration of your day. So those are the two main affirmations that I spoke over myself. And I say, wow, because again, everything that I do, I want it to help me so I can make sure that I'm speaking something that's going to really help people. So I don't want it to be that I generate a thought. I want to make sure that it's something that God is putting in my spirit that I need to speak to make sure that I don't go a route that I shouldn't go on today. It's a lot that you can get done on today. It's so much that can be accomplished on today. It doesn't have to always wait till Monday. It doesn't always have to wait till next month. It doesn't have to wait till 2022. We need to be positioning ourselves for the dynamic explosion of blessings and abundance for 2022. I always say it's prerequisites to everything you do. Every single thing you do is prerequisites. And you have to be balanced. You have to have your mind um, not all over the place. Yesterday I had got home and so much was going on. Um, and so much was going on, that God was showing me, and I ended up having to go out and take care of some business, because I do split shifts. So I do a split shift, and then in the mid part of the day, I use that to take care of things with Just Gina Skincare and Gina's Eye Feed, and that way I can go back to work, and I'm not up till 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning working on stuff. Sometimes I still be up till about 12, 1. I'm a nurse. My schedule, my sleep schedule is all off whack. And it will probably always be because of the dynamics of how I used to work different shifts and everything. But sometimes you have to defrag your mind. I always say that, defrag your mind, defrag your mind, defrag your mind. And another thing that I am even now, as I am getting ready to go into the next part of my day, I'm not going to rush to fall. So I'm not going to rush to fall, but I'm going to plan to execute. I'm not going to rush to fall. That can go into your you can say that as well. I will not rush to fall, but I will plan to execute. And that is for today. I will not rush to fall, but I will plan to execute. So I really hope, I thank y'all for tuning in. I thank y'all for watching this. And really, this is something, I'm not a morning person by any means, not a morning person. But when God tell you to do something, and again, I am that kingdom representation into the marketplace. I'm one of many. It's several of us out in the marketplace that are really declaring God without compromise. It's a lot of us out. It's several of us out there. It's several of us out there. And as someone that is so active in the community, someone that is great morning, someone that's active in the community, someone that is in the forefront and in the trenches, I want to make sure that I am structured to be effective out there, working with even working with other businesses, working with other organizations, but most of all, the recipients and the individuals out in these undeserving communities or in these deserts where the needs are not being addressed. I want to make sure that I'm at my best before I go out there. I want to make sure I'm at my very best before going to serve, because serve, you need, even in serving, you need to do it in excellence and at your very best. So I just wanted to share that with y'all. So the 3 affirmations, thank you so much for those that is taking the initiative to speak into your purpose on this morning. I would take full responsibility of the outcome of my purpose on today. We're worried about today. Let's get today executed in excellence. Number 2, I will not let the scales of life tip me out of my purpose on today. On today. Number 3, I will not rush to fall, but I will plan to execute. I will not rush to fall. We get in a hurry and we don't have a solid plan or mission. That's just like me with my nonprofit organization. I have to have a mission, and I have to line up to the mission of Gina's Eye Feed. I can't go talking about domestic violence. I can speak on it, but I can't go doing a bunch of domestic violence events and my focus is towards food and health and wellness. I got to make sure I'm aligned with the mission of my organization, the mission of my purpose, the mission of what God has instructed me to do. So make sure that even in serving, that you are aligned with your mission, the mission that God, and then just check back in with him every now and then. Say, yo, God, I just want to make sure I'm on the right track here, and I may talk like that, someone that come from the street life, I'm like, yo, God, I just need to make sure, this is your daughter that was a little bit crazy at one point. I don't want to go all the way over there, and I'm supposed to be going down this boulevard. And even I notice that even the dynamics of the routes you take when you're going to specific places for appointments or dropping your kids off to school, you got to be intentional and detailed about every little thing. Every little thing you got to be intentional and detailed about. We don't want to get caught up in the hype and the persona of, look at me, I'm doing something, and you're not making no difference. You're not making no impact. That's what I don't want to do that, especially in the community and in business. So I want to make sure that I am aligned with the mission God has given me, that I have not went and added or taken away from the mission that God had given me, because then you make it your mission and then nothing happens really. With business, it is no longevity when that happens. It only lasts but for a season. When you do it, it just you will provoke a encounter of dismantling your own purpose when you do it and you're not aligned with the mission that God has given you for your purpose in your business, in your organization, in ministry, in the services and the products that you have. You got to make sure that you're doing it to align and meet the mission that God has given you. So again, I love how God dropped these in my lap to look, speak over myself first. Because again, I can't go talking to nobody and I'm all scattered, cluttered, full. I want to be, if I'm going to be full, I want to be full of hope, full of purpose, full of winning. That's the type of full I want to be. I don't want to be bloated with air of defeat. I want to be full with purpose, motivation, winning, impact. That's what I want to be full of. I don't want to be full of air of defeat. Say that to yourself. I will not be full of air of defeat. I will not be bloated with air of defeat. I'm going to be full of impact, purpose, uplifting, motivation. That is what I'm going to be full. If I'm going to be full, because we got to make sure we're intentional about the words we say too. We don't want to have a cliche of saying things because we don't heard people say it. We want to make sure we're intentional about the words that we say, especially when you're speaking over your business, when you're speaking over your purpose. You want to make sure that you really target and hit something that's going to dismantle any type of hindrance to your day. So I am very intentional even about the words that I say. I'm full. Yeah, but what are you full of? I mean, really, what are you full of? So when you say you're full, good morning. When you say that you're full, you want to make sure that you're full of purpose, that you're full of hope, that you're full of making sure that you execute. So I hope that this really blessed someone on this morning. It sure blessed me, because I tell you what, I'm ready to make sure that I execute everything on my calendar, everything on my agenda, but I'm also in a place that if I need to move into a different route that God wants me to, I will do that. I want to make sure that I help my clients. I want to make sure that I start to prep even for the weekend, because some of us have to prep for the weekend. It just don't end on Friday for some of us, especially if you're in business. If you're in business, or if you have an organization that requires services to individuals or recipients, your week doesn't end on Friday. Now, my work week with as a nurse end, and really that is never ending too. Because if I see something happen on the streets, I really am supposed to respond to it. Uh, so I just wanted to share this. I'm getting ready to go on and just be productive and be resilient. And my hope is to really uplift and inspire and to make sure that I give someone hope on today. If any of my recipients are watching, I pray that you are encouraged on today. I pray that you know that there's still hope in a very dark place. There's still hope. To my international family in Uganda, if you're watching, I hope that you are encouraged on today. I'm excited about this new partnership. I pray that y'all are encouraged. Go back and watch the replay. If you came in a little late, go back and watch the replay. Go back and watch the replay. Speak positive over your life. Make sure you speak words that's meaningful, and you make sure that you talk when you speak those words, that you be specific in what you speak. It's specific to address the core need that you have so you can be your very best on today. Well, this is your wellness coach, Ronjeanna. If you have a business, if you have a service, put it in the chat. Put your links in the chat. If you have any events coming up, put it in the chat. I am just glad. I'm just glad that God has given us the opportunity to speak life to our day. And there's no reason and no excuse to fail. There's no reason and no excuse to fail. So y'all have a great day. I'll see y'all on Monday. Be well and be productive in your purpose. This is your wellness coach, Ronjeanna, and I'm out 5,000.